half away from your next fight against, we're talking about Robert Osiobe. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. He's a tough guy. He's I think it was Jose Roman, who's an undefeated prospect, and some other guys along the way. What do you think of him as a fighter?
Yeah, if you just look at his record, he's fought some top-notch fighters. He's fought a current world champ. He's fought a world #1. So you know, he's been in there with some quality operators. So it's going to be a good fight.
Your last fight obviously didn't go the way you wanted as far as the decision against Pablo Cano, but it was kind of controversial, debatable. Some people felt that you did enough to win. Were you upset with the decision? Did you feel you did enough to win the fight?
You know, it's one of those things, you know, judges, depends what judges are there. You know, different judges like different styles, and like they went for him, but it was a close fight. And it could have gone either way, and it went his way. It's just one of those things. You have to move on, go back to the gym, you stay focused, and stay working hard.
Is that part of the reason why you wanted to come back on this card, just because you haven't been as active lately?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, a week after the fight, I spoke with Leonard Ellaby, and I told him I wanted to be on the next card. He said no problem, and you know, I'm here. You know, the money team is going off to Washington, and you know, you're gonna go get those W's.
And I look at the Cano fight, and I look at the Danny Garcia fight that you had. A lot of people thought you won that fight too. Do you feel like you just had a little bit of bad luck sometimes in there? We've seen what Garcia's done with his career since then.
Oh yeah, you know, when two good fighters are going against each other, there's going to be a loser. It's sport. You know, it doesn't matter if it's boxing, if it's tennis. You know, there's got to be a loser, and it's just one of those things. You just got to keep going forward. You know, just keep focused and keep working hard. And yeah, that's what it is. It happens. You know, you lose, but I've lost two split decisions to two top fighters, and you know, so it just proves that I belong at that level. But you gotta hope to get one of those split decisions to go my way.
After this fight, I'm sure you're gonna celebrate the holidays and all of that, but what are you looking to do in the year 2014 once you get through this fight and you get back to work and, you know, back in the ring?
Well, for 2014, you know, we want some big fights again, be it if it's ranked fighters, former world champs, you know, because I want to finish my career, you know, just boxing the world's best. That's like when I started boxing, I wanted to see how far I could go, see if I could get to the top of the tree. So I fought some good fighters in Marcus Corley, this Pablo Cano, this Danny Garcia, Delvin Rodriguez. So I fought some good fighters, and I just want to continue to fight the best and just get that elusive world title shot, and you know, just try and win it.
Okay, I know the big fights are here, but are you looking to get back to England again? I know Mayweather has some plans to bring some bouts over there. Are you looking to do that maybe sometime in the early part of next year?
Well, you know, like in my career, I fought all over the world. So be it if I go back to the UK, if I fight in America, like when I started boxing, it was watching Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, Mike Tyson. So there's always the big fights in Vegas, in New York. So for me, like boxing in Vegas, like training in Vegas, it's why I started boxing. So this is what I wanted to do. So I'm doing my childhood dream, and it's just, I'm happy to fight here. I'm happy to fight all over the world.
Yeah, it should be some big cards. You're looking to get back in there then?
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest fights?
Oh yeah, well 100%. You got Floyd, he's gonna fight in May again. So you know, you just want to be part of, you know, he's one of the greatest boxers ever to live. So to be part of the show is it's a big achievement in itself. And it's about winning this next fight and moving on for 2014.
Talking about UK boxing, last week in UK, Carl Froch, Groves, great fight. Looked like fight of the year type fight, and then the ending happened, kind of pissed off a lot of people. Did you see the fight, and what did you think of it?
Oh yeah, I watched the fight. Carl Froch has had a great career, and George Groves, he's a young boxer, 25 years old. He stepped up to the plate. You know, he shocked a lot of people, and it was it's a shame that the referee stopped it when he did. It would have been good to see if Carl Froch was going to finish him, or if George Groves was going to come back. But it's one of those things that they can have a rematch. You know, it's a shame it finished the way.
What do you think would have happened if they would have let it on? No questions.
I think that Carl would have stopped him, but we'll never know now. So, you know, it's up to Carl if he wants to give him a rematch, or if he wants to move on to the bigger fights to one big award.
What do you think about Amir Khan saying that he thinks that Carl Froch should retire?
No, 100%. I don't think that Carl, I'm sure, retire. If you look at Amir Khan, he's had his downfalls. He's lost. You know, he's been dropped. Yeah. So he shouldn't be one to, you know, to tell a man to retire. Because if Carl should retire, then he should retire. Because I think Carlos had his equally, if not a better career than him. So you know, it happens. If you're like sometimes if you're a great champion like Carl, then sometimes you take your eye off the ball in boxing. These young, hungry boxers, and it was one of those things. It was a good fight, but Carl showed the heart of a champion and coming back. So a rematch would be good, but we see what happens.
Talking about retirement, the one guy that is retiring is David Haye. Tyson Fury went off on David Haye when he announced that. What did you make of that retirement? What do you make of Tyson Fury? Do you think he was just talking to make press, or was he really furious about that retirement?
Well, Tyson Fury is always going to talk. That's what he does. He talks. And but with David Haye, you know, his shoulder, he's been in the hospital. The doctors have told him, you know, that he's got a bad injury. You know, so I messaged him to see how he was, and he seems down about it. So he isn't happy that he's had to pull out of the fight. You know, hopefully he can come back. You know, because I would like to see him come back, because you know he's been a two-weight world champ. I think he's had a great career. He gets a lot of criticism, but I think he's had a great career, and I would have liked to have seen that fight. I think it would have been a very good fight.
So who would you like to see Tyson Fury face now? They're talking about Wilder, they're mentioning different names. Who do you think would be a good opponent for Tyson Fury?
You know, I don't think they're going to take a risk until he fights for the world title. I think they're all going to wait. Same with Wilder as well. They're all going to wait until they get that world title shot. So obviously they're talking each other's names now. But I think they won't get it on. So it looks good though, because it means the heavyweight boxing, it could come alive again.
Right.
Because you got this next generation of boxers who calling out each other's name. They're undefeated. So when the Klitschko's do go, you know, you got this next generation there. So it's good to see that it's coming back. The heavyweight division is coming back.
Yeah. One last question about UK. Here in America, we're always discussing the death of boxing, boxing this, boxing that. When I watch telecasts in UK, it seems like people really back boxing. I don't know if that's just people in the telecast. Can you talk to us a little bit of how receptive are people to boxing in the UK? How well is the UK boxing right now?
I think we got I think 4 or 5 world champions now. So UK boxing is going very well, but you got boxing in Germany as well, which is pretty big. You got Russia as well. So I think across Europe, you know, boxing's going well, but it's up to promoters to promote fights, promote the fighters. You just look at Bob Arum, he's gone off to China and doing promotions there. So there's boxing fans around the world, but it's for the boxing promoters to make it happen, to get the fans interested. There's only just so much that a boxer can do. You need the promoters to get the fans alive and want to see fights. So it's up to the boxing promoters to make it happen. Okay,
coming back to here, what can the fans expect from you fight night?
Oh yeah, you know, I've had a great camp. It's going to be a great show in Washington. So it's going to be a great fight, and I'm gonna get my 34th win.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck.